Hey everybody, what's up? It's OCD Mikey here, checking in with you. Today we're going to do something different that I think is pretty cool because I'm really, we can have fun with all the gear and everything like that, but really the whole reason why I do this is the music. And so let's explore a little bit of the music, okay? This is a song which, it's really peculiar, but you hear a lot of songs when you're young, growing up. A lot of them maybe rock and roll if you're my age, and you listen to them in cars and stuff at loud volumes or whatever. They sounded just like a lot of screaming and drums and noise, right? And it was just killer because it was killer. But when you put them on a high-end rig that layers all the music apart and gives it to you so clean, you really realize what momentous pieces of music some of these were. And it's just like, I sit and think to myself, there's no way we will ever do this again. There was music was being created for rock, okay, at that point, that will never be reproduced. It was pioneering at that point. Anything now is a riff on things that have been done older for the most part when it comes to rock and roll, which of course comes from the blues, yada yada. We can go into that whole discussion, but we won't right now. What I want to look at today is Black Sabbath, for me, the most seminal heavy metal band ever, okay? Zeppelin too, but Sabbath was darker. And to me, Sabbath was just the darker stuff, okay? Think of the name, Black Sabbath. I mean, say no more. You look at the albums and stuff like that, the very first album, very creepy house, sitting there in the middle of some, field and yard with just a ghoul, standing in the front of the yard. It's pretty intense. And to think that these guys were doing this in 1969, 1970, it's like, whoa, wait. And this one actually, well, let's see. So the first one maybe had been 68. Well, anyways, I'm not going to go into that. Okay, so but what I want to go into is the tune War Pigs. Okay, and I want to look at what they were saying. Let's look at the content of the lyrics. Let's explore the structure of the song, and let's really dig into this. And what a powerful and strong tune this was, man. I mean, it's epic level for me, okay? The beginning of the song starts with air raid sirens, okay? And it's very heavy riffed guitar, okay? This is gotta be Les Paul, SG, it's Gibson. And it's heavy, and it's just, that sound of that guitar. It's like, put it straight in my vein. It's so, man, I don't know how to explain it to you guys, but the people that love it know what I mean. Okay, so the beginning starts with the air raid sirens, okay? It's foreboding, it's very heavy, the riffs are heavy. It's like weight, okay? So as it starts out, it's like the sirens are going and you hear something is stirring, right? Something is conjuring, okay? The guitar is going, it's heavy, it's foreboding, it's like, whoa, something wicked this way comes, right? That's like what it sounds like. It's like, oh shit, what's happening here, man? Like, what's gonna happen? Like, this is scary. The sirens are going off. What's about to happen? So let's listen. Listen to that bass. Almost a march. It's like they're coming up, like I see boots and spikes and just, bayonets and just the unshaven beard, cigarette, wrinkled and stained, hanging out of a mouth, and a march happening, man. Something's about to happen, and it's solid. It's serious. It's got weight behind it.
Gathered in their masses, just like witches at black masses. Evil minds that plot destruction, sorcerer of death's construction.
Okay, so he's laying it down now. Ozzy comes in. There are very few. Nobody can reproduce Ozzy's voice, okay? We all know that. That is a very unique voice, and it is the Prince of Darkness. Ozzy is the Prince of Darkness. Now, the first words are generals gathered in their masses, as we spoke about. Generals gathered in their masses. There's masses, just like witches at black masses, okay? So, witches at black masses, okay? So, that's not the white knight. This is the dark knight, right? This is evil. Witches at black masses, that's like supernatural devil shit, right? I don't know. What is, some could say pagan Wicca. I don't really know, but I think that the way that, that doesn't mean evil, but the way that this is, I think it's witch is meant in more of a foreboding manner than, say, Wicca would be, where a witch is not necessarily a bad thing, right? So we're going to take it that way. That's how I interpret it. Generals gathered in their masses, just like witches at black masses. Evil minds that plot destruction, okay? Just their minds have to be evil to plot the destruction of other human beings, of other human beings. Sorcerer of death's construction. Okay? Sorcerer of death's construction. That's just, if that's not dark enough for you, I don't know what is. But sorcerer of death's construction. So we know right off the cuff, generals and the masses, what's going on? It's bad. It's not good. It's not what's about to happen. It's not a pretty picture.
In the fields of bodies burning, as the war machine keeps turning.
In the fields, the bodies burning, as the war machine keeps turning. So humans are burning out there from war, from these generals, the sorcerers of death's construction. Bodies are burning on fire, the smell of acrid flesh in the air. And the war machine keeps turning. It doesn't slow a second. It keeps grinding and turning and chewing up humans and burning them in the field.
Death and hatred to mankind, poisoning their brainwashed minds.
Death and hatred to mankind, evidently, poisoning their brainwashed minds. Death and hatred to mankind, poisoning their brainwashed minds. These are the people on the other end of the TV watching the media propaganda of the war that's happening, the bodies burning, the creation of the sorcerers of death's construction.
Oh, Lord, yeah.
it picks up steam, it picks up momentum, it's going, it's in full steam ahead, plowing over people. Dude, it's going now. Now it's rolling. You cannot stop this thing. Politicians hide themselves away. Look up north. The guy disappears and hides himself away. This is still true today. They only started the war.
Why do they go out to fight? They leave their all to the war.
Why should they go out to fight? They leave that all to the poor. How many rich kids go to war when a war happens? It's the poor kids that go to war. Time will tell on their power minds, making war just for fun. Treating people just like pawns in chess. Wait till their judgment day comes. True words never spoken better. Wait till their judgment day comes. Wait till these sorcerers of death's construction are on their deathbed and they have to face what they did to humanity. It's all fun and games until you're on your deathbed. It's turmoil. Just listen to that. It's structured. It's got structure, but it's stopping and starting and I mean, it's okay. Let's keep going. Now it's dizzying. What's going on? It's dizzying. It's so heavy duty. It's just dizzying. We're going back and forth. We're spinning. It's dizzying. It's heavy. Now in darkness, world stops turning. Ashes wear their bodies burning. No more war pigs have the power. Hand of God has struck the hour. Here comes the white lightning, baby.
Now in darkness, world stops turning. Ashes where the body's burning. No more war pigs have the power. And as God has struck the hour.
Day of judgment, God is calling. On their knees, the war pigs crawling. Begging mercies for their sins. Satan laughing spreads his wings because he knows he's about ready to score some souls there. Oh Lord, yeah. And then we go into the jam and the end of the tune. So let's catch up with it.
And as God has struck the hour, the day of judgment God is calling. On the knees the war pigs crawling, begging mercies for the sins. Satan laughing spreads his wings. Oh Lord, yeah.
Now the end of the song is like the anthem part, okay? Here now it's the evil has been conquered. The war pigs have they ultimately lost out because their souls are going to Satan, okay? And so now the final is like the anthem part where it's like it's an anthem. You're just like you're hearing the end like okay, here's it's like the glory anthem, if you will, in the end. Epic. Epic tune. Epic tune. I mean, you can, from the beginning to the end, it is the awareness of evil and war and the death of mankind and burning of bodies, and the war machine not slowing down, just keeps going, and till it comes to the 12th hour, and then it's time to face the music. That's when the white lightning of God comes in, and these war pigs are on their knees begging, please save me. I shouldn't say that. They're begging for their souls. It's too late. I don't want to get into the whole religious part of this because maybe they would be saved. I don't know. But in this song, they're not saved. They go to the devil because he spreads his wings and he laughs, going, ha ha, I've got some more. Okay? And in the end, you have this rejoicing of the good over evil. And so these songs, unless you pull them apart like that, you may not understand all that they're about. So this was 1970, something like that. So it probably comes from Vietnam. This is probably influenced by the Vietnam War, but nothing has changed. The wars are all still the same. It's a war machine, and it churns up humans and has no regard to humanity whatsoever. And this was an ass-kicking tune. It still is to this day. There won't ever be something similar. I mean, there might be something similar, but there's nothing like it anymore. And so this is open for discussion, okay? I want you guys to, in the responses, give me your feedback. Tell me what you think about this song. What does it mean to you? How do you interpret it? Let's talk about that. So, anyways, thanks for joining. See you.